Here he comes. Here we come. We're here. We're live. I am Mad Frankie. This is Violet Igor over here. And together we make some very odd hearts. We are the Mad Scientists. And that's a very blue heart. Blue baby.
I like that. Right over the tree. That was cool. Ah,
So, now this is a book I meant to show last stream. Just looking at what you got there.
this is my notes. I take notes for the day. Caught up. We go through periods where I don't really need to take any notes, and then we go through periods where I better write that down.
Yeah, because I can't remember it. No way.
Right. So that's where I'm at. So don't make it too long because I only got a little bit of space down here.
Oh dear. You're not very prepared, are you? I can't make things short. You should know me by now. Don't do short things.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I think it was on Friday. The thumbnail for the Friday one started off as part of this book, and I meant to show it, and I forgot. So this, it's called Ever-Changing Woodlands, the Living Countryside. It's a Reader's Digest, I think. Reader's Digest. So it's got lots of lovely things in it, beautiful pictures, and it's really nice paper. It's quite glossy, so it probably wouldn't do as something to print on, or it might, I wouldn't know. I mean, I haven't tried it, and I'm not about to tear this book up for that. It's such a nice book. Lovely little hedgehog, terrible little dead wood eating bugs, squirrely, showing you all the things that you can, different trees you can get all over the British Isles, like sessile oak, ash, pedunculate oak, conifer, and beech. I've got birch trees in my garden. Well, a birch tree. Did have more. And it's just lovely pictures, beautiful things. I mean, you could use things like a picture that, is that a woodpecker? Oh, gosh, it's not saying. Tree creeper. There we are, tree creeper. It's a tree creeper. But, I mean, you can look at this as well. I mean, it looks like there's somebody climbing the tree there, but it's just the way the sunlight is hitting that twisted bole of the oak tree. If it's an oak, it might not be. Coppice birch there.
I love
there's lots. I mean, there's bluebells.
Oh, Fran, do you have headphones on?
Yes. Okay. Oh, you're not getting echo, are you?
No, just checking. There's an oak tree, a very aged oak tree in South Carolina, just outside Charleston, and it's called the Angel Oak, and I've seen it 2 or 3 times now. We've seen it. This thing is huge and so old. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
Well, there's a bluebell wood there. Now, we've got a bluebell wood near us, which is absolutely drenched in bluebells every year. It's wonderful in May. And my dear friend Julie lives just outside it, basically, you know, 1 field away. So she's always walking her dogs around there. It's a beautiful place. In fact, her kids made hideouts there and camps and things. So lovely stuff. Now, continuing on in this book, we get to the page that was the one I took a photo of, because you know how I like little squares. Yes. I love this. I'd love to take a photocopy of this and also perhaps get it into black and white and see if I could get that done in a laser print for transfer. And look at the lovely bark here as well. So, I mean, you could, lovely stuff, lovely. So I just wanted to show you, because a number of times we see a little inchie, and it's so interesting with the things you get on an inchie. But look, all the bark and the trees have done it already. I think that's wonderful. So it's just something I wanted to show you all, that this, and I love seeing fungus like that.
Fungus, yes.
Yeah, beautiful things. Anyway, we're not going on about that. That's all I'm showing you with that. But I just meant to show it the other day and forgot. So we have here 2 prints to pull. We have this one and we have this one. Let's start with the one on black. Let's see what that looks like. This is Kerry's stencil that we did on Friday. I had a nice play with it. Oh, it's coming off
Do you remember the name of the stencil?
Something, whatchamacallit? You wrote it down, didn't you, please?
And we only repeated it like 6 times before the stream.
I can't remember.
I know. Whimsical what shapes. That's Carrie's stencil. Turn it.
Didn't that come out beautifully? They've got the little bit of stelling showing the black, and we've got the copper. I think it was copper. It might have been gold, but I think that's copper. It looks like copper to me. And with the purple paint that was left underneath the stencils. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, there's one of the stencils.
Do you have
that purple? And I think that was purple grey. You know, the grey purple one. The one of the grey ones I got. This here, I believe it was that purple grey. Liquitex Basic acrylics. Ooh, lovely, lovely. So that came out really well. Sorry?
Do you have all your lights on?
No.
Ta-da!
Yes. There you go. That's not bad at all, is it? It's really nice. I like that. That was a decent finished print. If I'd only got the paper correctly aligned, it would have been even better. But I think that's pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. I mean, I think the plate was a little small for this too, and it went off the edge a bit. My fault.
That's Carrie Griffith's whimsical whatnot doodles and shapes over at PMartistStudio.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got some brilliant stencils. So jealous.
Nah.
But I get to play with that one. Now assess that one ready. Now, this one is Darcy Sanders, is it? It's the mushrooms.
Hi, Colleen.
Funky. And I did this on...
right, Paula. That's me today.
I did this with deli paper. And I've torn it a bit there, so I'm taking it from another angle. There we go.
Well, we're going to have a light bulb moment here in a bit. That's all I'm saying about that.
Now then.
Now then.
No, jump in the gun.
I'm done. I'm done. Just making sure all your lights are on.
Yeah, all my lights are on. Oh, that's pulling off there. If I can pull that back.
Uh-oh. Just a little corner. It just adds to the pull.
There we go. Saved that bit. So that is rather nice, isn't it? Lovely.
And that's Darcy's. At Darcy's. That's her mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Really lovely shapes inside and in the gills and in these along the stem. Really psychedelic sort of shapes and forms there. Beautiful.
Colors.
That's again the same purple grey, and I believe I also used the red iron oxide, and possibly there's a remnant of copper there. I know I was using copper quite a bit, but that's lovely. Lovely. Can you see that all right?
Oh yeah.
Was it showing up?
I love that. I'm looking at that purple gray. That's such a new.
It's not very gray, but it's a nice purple. It really is.
A nice purple. I'm looking at the colors you have down there, and wouldn't the Hairy Violets look good with those colors?
Wouldn't they? Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have a go with that sometime. But at the moment, we are going on
Where are we going?
to this.
We're showcasing another. Today's the day. See? Light bulb mom.
Light bulbs. Lovely light bulbs. I think these are wonderful. I've got the big ones here. You can see. Really big.
Yeah. And really big. To Judy's PMartistStudio, directly to Judy.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the link in for it. And the link will be in the description after the show. We'll have a link to all three. And Fran. I don't know why I haven't put Fran's in there. I'm a bad girl.
Silly. So that's a biggie. That's a smallie.
On the white paper, we're not really seeing it. So.
No, I was thinking that.
They're there. We could see them because they're a little bit different, but they show up much better under yeah. There you go.
Here we are. So let's have this. Yeah.
Good job, Judy P. I love these.
I think these are great, aren't they? So there's the biggies, as I was saying. There's the biggies, right? And here's the smallies. So we get 2 of each. Need another one of those. Yeah.
These are called the vintage bulbs.
Mask set of 6, yes.
Yes, they're small. You have 2 choices, small. Or large. And yeah, wow, there's
There we go. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there really are a lot. But the reason I got these, apart from liking them, is because somebody, when I was doing the funky violets, hairy violets, said, wouldn't they be great in a light bulb? And so here we have a light bulb. So that might work quite well for it because it leaves some gap behind there. But I just want to play with these first to see what these are like. Exactly. Never mind the violet. Just play with these to start with. So I'll move that out of the way. And then I've got something else to show you afterwards, which I would like to get on with. Something to do with, hopefully, the image that was the thumbnail, which I did put on, but only a moment or two before we came online, so it may not show up.
I saw it.
Oh, you was there. Oh, good, good. Okie doke.
That's what I'm thinking of.
So we can use this plate. Try and get the rest of that up, or I can just. Where are we?
No one's caught it. Mariah says a very big hello to everyone. And Mariah, please tell your mom. Please tell Patricia that I got her card today. It's very lovely, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
I've actually organised myself today. I've got gloves on. Very snazzy gloves. Kind of.
Oh, Paula says I agree. I agree, Paula. She says the light bulbs, they absolutely call for Fran Copper Glow Magic.
I don't know about glow. I've got lots of copper. I'm the copper queen. Just want to get the biggest bits off.
Let's do this, Mariah. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the thank you card. No, thank you.
I think you're going over the top there.
Yeah, a little
bit.
You're
definitely going potty. That'll do. That's enough.
Okay.
Wrap it round here. I can get rid of it later. Dear me. Let me have a sip.
There is. Fran, you have to go to Arizona. She said, Ann said there is an old hotel in Bisbee, Arizona called the Copper Queen.
Oh. Yeah, let's put some copper on. See what happens. Where's my doodah? There it is. Look, I was using copper last time. It's already got it on it.
spray off sheet.
Look, spanking white.
Happy Paul.
See? Completely spanking white.
Hopefully nobody fell off their chair.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely odd for me to have a nice clean sheet there.
Well, you also move the camera really quick, and
I probably skew-whiffed it. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Ho-hum. Trying to use one of each first. Oh. Then we'll have some left over. And we can add some more. Reckon I can get another one in. Maybe there. Some of them are overlapping a bit. I did not mean to do that, but tough. That's how it's sitting. And we want a bit of thingy. Here we go. I've got a big sheet of thingy. Just going to pick stuff up with it. Got a fair bit off there. Yeah, not too bad at all. Lovely. We'll come back with that and get some more off later. We'll end up with a weird thing. So, what am I going to put on there now? I think I should put something with some tealy colours. Seeing as how we've got copper down there. Just trying to peel this off the top. It's very difficult when you haven't got any fingernails showing. Here we go. Peel it off with this. Yeah, got a nice one off there now. Well, lovely. Oh! Remember to put the stupid thing back down again.
Yeah.
God.
Or you wear it.
Oh, you end up like that. Yes. All over there. Luckily, it all went over there, not on me. But even so, I mean, got it on my Baron, my nice, handsome Baron now.
So let's play catch up. Judy P is here. She says, hello all. I see you're using my bulbs. Thank you so much. Hi, Judy.
Yeah, we're definitely using your bulbs, Judy, because I thought they were so lovely. I couldn't bear to leave them in the shop on their own. Yeah.
Hi, Diane.
That's better.
How did I say hi?
And a little bit of this green shade, Sailor Blue, just because I want to see if I can get
Carla, no, she got her new screen. She wrote, what's the term I want? Anyway, yesterday would have been the new time. So she's back to her new StreamYard time.
Who?
Well, Carla was afraid you were out of StreamYard time.
Oh, me, yes. Yeah, it reset yesterday. You know, first thing this morning sort of thing.
It'll happen, Mariah. One of these
days.
Everybody, you get christened by a bottle of paint.
Yeah, well, I just christened most of the things over there. Luckily, not over here. So, nice bit of, let's try the other side of that. Let's see what we might get. Lined it up almost. Almost. Let's see what happens. Still got some copper on there, but not everywhere. Not too bad. I like that. That's come out
like
quite
that.
nice. Yeah, not bad at all. I just cut that off, and I can use the other half of the paper. This is the tissue carnival, I believe.
Judy
I think
says,
I've also
thank
got.
you, Fran. She can't help
I
it.
am.
It's. I don't know if she likes you or not, but she certainly liked your light bulbs.
Oh yeah, definitely light bulb moment.
Just kidding.
Try to cut that off.
And I put
There
the
we go.
link. I put the link, and I'll put it in again. I put the link in for directly to Judy P. Stencils at PMartistStudio, and we will again. We'll have the links to the 3 artists in down below today. After the show, after the stream, I'll put them in.
Right. I think now I use a bit of. Still want some copper.
Again.
Yeah. Of course, naturally. And I also want a little bit of green gold with it. But this is not the. Have I got green gold in that? I have, haven't I? I have, haven't I? No, that's
I would
light
have been,
green shade.
when it came to Judy's, I would have been hard pressed to choose the light bulbs because I also like the roll 'em and reel.
I'm going to use this light green yellow shade. I don't know why. Just fancied it. Oh, guess what? It helps if you take the little thingy off.
In Fran's defense, she's had a lot going on today with extra people around the house, and very distracting and very, what's the word? Just discombobulating.
Yeah, and disobeying instructions.
And disobeying instructions. So she's been supervising today.
Going out and telling them off. That's not right. You haven't done that right, have you? It's not supposed to be like that. Oh, it's all right. We can change it. Good.
Get it out of your system.
Yeah. Right. Let's pop some of this on then. Just a little bit. And a little bit more on the tip. Only a little bit.
I love your... do you have... Eddie wants to know, do you have ghosts?
Huh?
Yeah. Probably.
Ghosts?
Because I said you had...
What, in the house? No. Oh. Fiddle, 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 fiddle.
No, I started to say, I love that you are using some really choice colors lately. Really. I mean, I'm waiting for copper and Payne's gray and Naples yellow to come back, and
okay, we'll do that next.
Well, you're pulling blues and greens and reds and oranges. It's like, well, that's pretty cool too.
Right. Now this is some paper I got specially from the from Hobbycraft. It comes in a big sheet, A3 sheet, sorry. And I've just been cutting it up today ready. So let's hope.
Very nice.
Where's my digger? There we are. Need to get into the spaces, need to be quick. Because it's not wrinkling, but it is poking up a bit there. I don't like that.
It's puckering. Oh, Paula, good idea. Paula says suggest color shift light bulbs. Ooh.
Well, we get some iridescence or some sparkle from the copper on this. I like those colors together. They go really well. They're very sort of patina-ish, aren't they? So that was teal, light green, yellow shade, all golden high flow, and what was the other one? Oh, the copper. Iridescent copper fine. So that's worked really nicely. And the copper's sort of spread throughout it quite well. I like that. I do like that. Yes. Right. So we'll do a bit more. Now, what did you say? You want your paints grey?
Oh, I was just commenting on you went for a long time like Paline maroon. I'm looking back at colors. We didn't like that. Nickel Hazel gold. Payne's gray. Well, you had Payne's gray that you made your own.
Yeah. But I've got the Payne's grey there.
Yeah.
Black Down Nickel Hazel thingy. What was the other one you said?
What did I just say? Paline maroon.
Titan Buff.
Oh, I like that one.
You said Naples yellow, but Titan Buff. But I've also got pale lemon yellow there if we need it.
Yep, that was down here. I think a couple of these were Galeria paints too. So
were they?
The pale yellow was Galeria.
I bet the Titan Buff, the Payne's grey was as well, because I've definitely got it in that.
The one I have is Payne's Gray 2 or 3. I can't see my writing too well. So it was the ones you made. And then there's Indian yellow. I don't know if we like that so much. Burnt umber, deep turquoise. Payne's Gray PG2. It was 2.
I don't know which ones are up there at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm just saying. Burnt umber, burnt sienna.
There.
Nobody knows how to cook.
That's Payne's Grey 2 there.
Yeah, that's what you
I could use some of that. And you said...
What was the other? Deep turquoise and...
Yeah, I think... What's that one? Iridescent blue-green. No, that's not
nice one.
But a smaller tube, the deep turquoise, I know. I need a better way of organising this. It's all in piles on the floor behind me.
Oh.
In boxes, in old butter tubs. I think we just go with what we got there.
Yeah, just go with what you got. Come on back and go ahead and put it down. Naples
yellow hue. That's not so bad. Put that with the Payne's Grey 2. How about that?
All right.
See what happens. I haven't got the dark turquoise. And I've got no idea where it is. Nutum Clusio. No, I'm never going to find it if I just stand there looking. So let's have a bit of this. This is not high flow, so I'm using... I prefer to use the Payne's Grey 2 that I made with something like this, because it's not gooey and runny like the high flow is. So I need something to scoop some of this out. There we go. Scoop a bit of this out. Wow. Right, let's try that. See how that works. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, they are all coming up. That's that one.
Well, they're still new, so they need to get broke in and acclimated.
And that one came off there. So let's see if I can get that one down that way up, because it's the way it was, I think. There. Any more for any more? No, it's just gooey. I think it prefers the high flow. Oh, that one is also moving.
It's on the. I was gonna say.
They're all moving. They're all trying to move and escape me.
Sometimes we need to break them in before we do this on a stream.
Yeah, well, we'll do some. We'll do this, and then we'll take them off and clean the plate and start again. Because look, it's pulling both of them off. Well, 3. I've got 3 off now.
Yep.
Whee! I must emphasize this is not a fault of the stencils. It would happen with any. In fact, you've seen it happening with my hairy violets as well. So it is not a fault of the stencil. Where did one come from?
Over there, top right. Upside down. Is that it?
It's there. That's there. Where did that one come from?
Oh, down below.
I don't know.
Well,
no, that's got one there already.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's not the fault of it's operator error.
Yeah, it's me error.
Slippery little suckers. The plate.
No, there's another one.
Yeah, they're new. There's a lot of paint. Keep in mind the difference too are these are we need a disclaimer. How do I want to put this?
Oh, don't.
All right.
It's me. It's only me. Don't worry about it. I am going to pull that up.
Yeah, do a pull.
I'm going to do a pull with some tissue. And that's it there. And we're going to be really quick because it's obviously drying. It's taking too long and trying to take too much off. Try to do a pea. But they've all stayed down pulling it off with the tissue.
Isn't that something?
That's not bad at all. I like that.
That's a nice little. That's almost mappy, Fran.
Yeah, but it's so delicate as well. I think I'll try the Titan Buff and the High Flow Paint Spray and see what happens. It'll probably just come off just as much. Where's my scissors? Put them over there. Cut this one off. There we go. Put that one there to dry. Got one more sheet left. I'll just chop that bit off. I know that'll get in the way otherwise. There we go. So I've got it all ready to go. Right. We'll use some of this paint spray.
That's straight up. That's not one of your mixes. That's straight up high flow.
Oh, that's the high flow. Yeah. And it's probably going to come up anyway now because it's already started coming up because there wasn't anything on it. So it was drying on the stencil. I think that's what it is. And we need to have another go.
Hard.
Ah, there you go. It's done it again. See, I told you. And again. So what I'll do when I've pulled this one, I'm looking at the roller very carefully as I'm doing this to make sure I'm not pulling any more up.
Okay.
So, okay. Let's see what we get from that. And then I'll pull them off and we'll take a print and then we can start again. But what time is it? Oh, it's all right. We've barely been here, have we?
Yeah, we've only been here a little more than half an hour.
Right, let's have a look.
Oh.
That's a bit heavier and it's also wetter. I can see that it's wetter when pulling it off. But that's a lovely colour too, isn't it? Yeah, I like those together. I think this one's a little darker. I must put a bit more Payne's Grey on than on the other. But it's looking really good. Right, we'll take those off. We'll take these off now. and let them dry out a bit for a second or two while we decide what we're going to do with this. Oh, look at that. That's still got the copper. That one wasn't lifting. These were lifting, and that was lifting.
Well, does the copper have any metallics in it?
Of course it does.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be, so that might affect whether it sticks well or not.
Yeah, it probably, because copper also is a metallic and it dries quite quickly, you see.
Yeah.
So that's probably dried, and that's probably why it was lifting. So that's quite nice. Yeah. I like that.
Let that dry.
Now I can put, I can let that dry, or I can put a sheet of tissue on and pull it right now. And it's quite interesting. But I think we'll let it dry and maybe pull it with more copper. I'm thinking that might work quite nicely with more copper. But we'll see what it will feel like when we get to that. Okay?
Yeah, it's a matter, let it dry. It's a matter of, I think that the copper dried quickly, Colleen, and that's why the stencils were coming up. I really do think.
What did I do with the other plate? Well, this one will do, won't it?
So we learn. Trial and error.
Mostly error. You don't learn anything if nothing goes wrong.
Well, not only that, but it's not all bad. Go take a look at those things. Go take a look at those.
Yeah. This one is really nice. That's the one that was so difficult to get because they kept on peeling up. And it's lovely. It's delicate, like I said. I like that. And then we've got this one.
Yeah, I like that
which
one.
Is very sort of, you could put some copper on a plate and brayer copper onto these and then brayer it off. Slap it on and push it on and get a print with the copper that way. You could if you wanted to. And then there's this one. I think that's really nice, that one. I like that. Yeah, not bad at all. What else
can we take a moment? Carrie, hi Carrie. Carrie popped in. Can we show Carrie the pulls you did of his earlier? Did you know the name of them? She doesn't know.
Whimsical whatnot funky shapes stencil. Is that it?
Close enough.
It's fairly close. For me, that's amazing.
You did it. There you go.
I think this is really lovely. This is using, as I said before, the purple grey.
Hi, Lisa.
And copper. And I think it's got a little remnant of quinacridone crimson around the edges, I seem to be able to see it round the edges through that. And, of course, it's got the copper. I said copper, didn't I?
I don't think we saw you Friday, but she laid these down Friday, and she was only able to pull them today. I love it.
That came up beautifully, really beautifully. I must have a go on the bigger plate with the bigger stencil. I only used the little ones on that one. So anyway, we're going to have another go with these poor stencils. We're going to put some more copper down.
You're going to go back to the copper that dries fast. You better be fast.
Yes, dear. She's killing me off.
Aw, that's so kind, Carrie. Thank you. Not too. Don't take too much off. That's the copper. Okay, that's enough. Put the down. Okay. So, Carrie, to catch you up, now we're pulling Judy P's light bulbs. To be more specific, vintage bulbs, they're called.
There we are. Got them all on. Right.
Oh, that's right, Carrie. You saw me doodling and you went, yep, you went off from there. Oh, wait, if
So,
Fran needs a
what?
break today, I have something. If Fran needs a break today, I have something to show.
I'm fine. I'm fine at the moment.
I know you are.
No,
That's all
I'm
right.
going to put this short sheet that I cut a bit funny. So I'm just going to use it to pick up the most of this. And I'm going to put some more colour down.
Your gloves are ucky already.
Of course, that's the whole point, isn't it? So I don't get the mucky fingers. Nice, like that. Lovely. It's even got some colour from off the back of the stencils as well. Super.
I like that.
Lovely, lovely. So let's go back and do some more teal.
Trying, Paula. I'm
No,
trying.
yellow green, which I liked last time.
Right?
And I like it with copper, so I'm going to have a bit more copper.
I love how you are, all you artists that do the stencils, how you do the cutouts. You, couple of these bulbs, the one on the bottom left doesn't have much of a cutout, and yet it comes out so very cool. But the rest have so much cut out, like it's almost like you Zentangled inside the design. I love that. Or neurographic, not Zentangled. That's not very good because that's too specific. It's like you did neurographic in there and cut out. Hi, Kirsten. Welcome, welcome.
Is that Kirsten Quirky Queens?
Yep, sure is.
Oh, goody. Going to do something, Kirsten. I think you might recognise what I'm going to do.
Ooh.
You might recognise it. I've been having another look at your videos, so I know what I'm doing. Hopefully, or at least have some vague idea. It probably won't come out anything like as good as yours, but that's because this is day one, and I want to have another go on Wednesday.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
I like it.
And what I'm talking about with the cutouts is like now, if you wanted to cut that into bits for ATCs or whatever, yeah, there's so much detail and transfer.
Yeah. It's coming off the stencil. You see, it's printed. The stencil is printing on it, which is brilliant.
All of you guys that the stencils, all the artists, they have such an eye for cutting out.
Going to be naughty.
Right, Judy? Judy says so far that's her favorite, that last pull.
This won't be. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah, you guys, keep up the great work with the stencils. These are, and the foam stamps. These are cool. See now, not sticking so much now, right?
So far. Well, I don't quite trust them though. Trying to be careful.
Yep.
That's not bad. There we go. That's enough of that.
If I haven't said hello to anybody, I'm sorry. I'm watching Fran today. So hello to everyone. From both of us. There you go.
I think I might try that and that.
Great idea, Paula.
Be that and that. It might be a bit sticky.
Oh, Carrie Griffith just gave an update on his creating. Oh, hold the phone. Quite wet, but yeah, quite a lot of
smudgy. And I put so much paint on, I'm getting the halos, you see. The light bulbs on. Light bulbs are on. Yeah, definitely.
Well, okay, Carrie's given an update on his stencil creations. He says, I've decided not to launch any stencils in May because Mariah and P seem to have a lot of new designs, so I'm going to launch some new foam stamps instead. Ooh, cool.
Oh.
Mariah, are you still here? Is there much when you do the foam stamps, just out of curiosity, when you do the foam stamps from something that's a stencil, is there much of an adjustment that you have to make to accommodate it being a stamp rather than a stencil? Like less openings, less cutouts or whatever? Just curious.
I know there are some things that I have to connect when I'm making a stencil that I wouldn't have to if it was a stamp. You can have a little dot floating and it will be a little dot.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah.
But I don't know about the actual technical part of making the stamps. So, now what else do I want? I want a little bit of that with it.
Paula says, try some carnival paper, Fran. Good luck with getting her to take some.
Well, that's what I was using before. That was carnival.
Okay, Eddie, thank you for being here.
Done that. Used up the sheet. I didn't know Eddie was here. Hi, Eddie. Bye, Eddie.
Yeah, he's got to go. Thank you for being here, Eddie.
Oh, this is going to be murky.
My next thing, but that's okay. Look at that color. Wow. Yeah, Mariah said there is an adjustment as far as line width. The laser sometimes will burn the line out.
Oh, right. As if I don't have enough trouble with line width.
Yeah, your most recent sketches are, I love them. I just can't picture them as stencils. Stamps, maybe. No, stamps, yeah.
Oh yeah, like the if you were able to cut red rubber, something like the Plague Doctor or the Duck Pilot would cut better on red rubber. But I don't know anything about foam stamps, so because it takes more detail, the red rubber, but I don't know about the foam stamps. Probably need a lot of adjusting to get those done. Oh, it's getting gooey. It's starting to lift again. It's me. I'm being gooey, but I do like the results. They're so good.
You did put a lot on there. You could still see it on the paper.
Yep.
Too wet.
Yep. That's me. I'm too wet.
The big brayer. Tell us again, please, where you got the big brayer. I got mine
from Jackson's. I think it was. No, that's the SD one. I got it. I think I got it. I think it was from Jackson's. I think it was. Oh, that's rich. I really like that. Look at the lovely shots of color. It's like some of them are neon bulbs.
Very cool. Very cool.
I like it. I think that's lovely. Ooh, lovely.
Very cool stencils, Judy. Very cool.
They're starting to lift up. So I'm going to take these off and I'm going to brayer them off down there. Lift them off, otherwise they'll stick. And then we'll put that aside also to print and we'll talk to Kirsten for a bit.
Yeah, Kirsten says, I like the neon against the earthy color.
Yeah, it's worked quite well, isn't it? I quite like that.
So you have something you want to talk to Kirsten about?
Well, we'll show her and then she can say I'm doing it all wrong.
Okay. Okay. So you want her input on something.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I know it's not going to go so well this time. Hopefully it will go better on Wednesday.
Judy
from
Judy says she's loving the color.
It is quite good, isn't it? I've got some nice lines on there. Get a lovely print when it's dried, I think.
Hi, Lydia. You're new. Welcome.
Hi, Lydia. Hi, everybody I didn't say hello to. Hello, Violet.
Hi, Fran.
Thank you. So we'll put this one away as well to dry nicely, and we may get round to pulling it at the end, or rather putting the colour down at the end and putting a sheet down ready to pull, but I don't know that we'll actually pull it. There's some lovely shelling on this bits here. Beautiful. Don't know if you
love
can
the
see
halo.
those. Yeah, I like the haloing, but there's some really nice selling going on in here that I can see quite well. Can you see that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could see it.
I think that's going to come out really good. We'll have to think about what we're going to pull this with. Perhaps with black paper. I don't know.
Ooh. Well, why don't you ask
And
Judy what she thinks?
yeah, Judy, what do you think? What would be a good idea to pull that with? I mean, we're nowhere near ready to pull it. We've got to let it dry, but yeah, you could be thinking, because this is really pale here. It's the remnants of these light colours,
Yeah.
just on the plate before underneath. So I don't know. That's going to, I think that will show up best on the dark black, but maybe something like some dragonfly or something would work well.
Oh.
Or,
And Paula did suggest earlier color change, color shift paint.
yeah, well, we got a box of that somewhere, but I didn't get it out ready for it, so I don't know where that is. But I'm sure I've got one of those thingy pushes that I should have. What's that?
Thingy.
No. Well, we'll see when we get round to doing it.
A thingy push.
Yeah, a thingy push. A thingy push, a doodah. Oh, what's it?
If you say so.
Well, no, it's not coming to mind or in my sight. Well, we'll see what we've got. I mean, we've got something surely. If the worst comes to worst, I won't pull it now. I'll get the colour. It might not dry. It is really quite thick, so it might not dry. This is really thick there. So we'll see what happens anyway. Okay, so retire this for now. And I've got to take my headphones off so you can do something if you like.
Oh, would you like
Because
me
I can't hear a thing.
Well, Eddie's gone now, but I was just going to show a little thing I did. Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. For anybody ever have an Etch-a-Sketch, or not an Etch-a-Sketch, duh. Spirograph. Did you ever play with a spirograph?
Oh, there we are. There's that one.
I have a little set. See, spirograph. You get the tool to play with. Well, I put them on. This is just a practice piece of a pull-off. Draw some designs on it. And here I was just practicing. But draw some designs on it and then cut them out for a collage or flowers or whatever. Ever think of doing that? It takes a little while to get the hang of it. As you can see, this one with the pencil is really choppy. That one was difficult. I started getting better as I went. And this one is 2 wheels. This one is just 1. Think about using a spirograph to, when you've got some brayer offs or some pulls that you don't know what to do with, like these. Well, this one's a nice one, but think about using it for something like this. There's spots on it where the whole page isn't full. You don't know what to do with it, but it's still nice. Think about using your markers, your colored pencils, or anything like that, and doing some spirograph, and then cut them out and use them for collage. I think that's a good idea. I was just playing around. Thought it was a cool idea. I was gonna, and this is one that I also practiced using my sewing machine to do some stitching.
You stay there.
I wondered. But I was gonna do it here with Eddie if he had one. I mean, if he's got kids, he's got a spire. He's got to have a spirograph.
What do I do with the back of them?
And this is just a little one. I forget where I picked it up. It might have been, I think, around Christmas. It was like a big sale or whatever, or maybe it was Black Friday or something. So I got it for a nice price. Look at ages 8 and up. I can handle that, right? And there's so many cool designs. Look at the cool designs you can do.
I used to have one of them.
I was sitting here this morning and my hand twitched a little bit. The swelling's gone down, but it's still bad. But I did a few. Not bad. I'm going to stop my camera and come back to you. Are we ready?
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking I'd like to do a bigger plate. So I'm going to swap this out for the 12 by 12.
Okay.
I'm going to pop this back on that plate to keep it safe.
Take a quick peek at the camera and see if you want to adjust.
Certainly.
There you go.
Right. Get that on properly. And we'll move some of Judy P's, the bigger ones.
The spirograph holes are quite small, so you want a very pointed pencil. I had, not that one. Where'd my pencil go? I had a, well, you could use a mechanical pencil, obviously, will fit down in the hole, but be careful you don't break it. Or the ballpoint pens. It's got to have that, the nib has to fit through those very small spirograph holes. It was fun. It's almost like just sit and fiddle around.
So I've got some black and I've got some other colours which may or may not help. We'll have to wait and see. But I've got some light colours here, like the Naples yellow hue, the pale lemon, Titan buff, Titan green pale. I've got lots of Titan green pale now, so I can use as much of that as I like.
Kirsten, I've done that. I've already done the graphite paper to plate, and it worked very, very well. That's a good idea.
So what I'm going to do is, after seeing Kirsten Quirky Queen's journals,
thank you,
results from using,
I see it. You're welcome.
College, I'm going to have a go myself.
Okay, Lisa.
Tried to get things that I thought would work. They might not, but I definitely got some nice bits of grass because they're nice and frondy. Well, and I've got some fronds as well. Frondies.
Have a good day, Lisa. Lisa's got to go.
Oh, okay. Bye, Lisa. Hope you can watch the rest of it, the rerun, because I hope this is going to work quite nicely. So we've got some leaves and frondy branches and little bits of this, that, and the other.
And as I recall, Kirsten had, at some point, she had like she reached down into the creek bed and pulled up a bunch of wet stuff and threw that down. I could be wrong.
Well, when I saw what she'd done, the one I watched, oh, I like that one because that's the only one of those I've got. Bit of grass, old bit of grass. But I've also got some moon pennies.
Yes.
Some moon pennies. Moon pennies. Now I'm going to rearrange some of these because they're a bit, well, they're supposed to be tangly. I like them tangly, but there's tangly and there's what the heck happened there? You know, so I think we'll get rid of the what the heck happened there and go for laid down. I think I'll snap that off like that and we'll get rid of the wildlife. Come on, wildlife, you're not taking part.
Okay.
So put that one there. I might actually cut that up again.
Good to know. She was watching a technique from Quirky Queen's journals, Colleen, where Kirsten used plant life as Fran is doing or similar. So we'll see how friend.
Not as good as she did. Be extremely surprised. I think that's going to be a bit much, that one.
If you, yeah, I can hold on, Colleen. I'll just get you her link. I'm gonna.
Well, she had a. There's two videos on there showing some fabulous results and showing the early ones. Now the early ones are more sort of arranged, like I've got these here. Later on, when the bits of foliage got really manky, was the best bit. It really was. So this is probably not going to be great, but might be on Wednesday.
Kirsten wants to know, what are the papery plants called? Like the little discs? Is that what you mean, Kirsten? The little
pennies.
Yeah.
The plant is called Honesty.
Yeah. Okay. You've told me that before, I know, and I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So I probably won't use all of this, but that's what I'm going to go for, right? And I like the idea of just bunging it down, actually, as well. But anyway, let's go with this. Let's see what happens. So the first thing you do is take it all off again.
So, Colleen, there's two that are really, the first one and then the one that came after that is this one. They're really both interesting to watch. Yeah, the dried seed pods, Paula.
I've got a load of hairs here. Come away, you beasts. Now, I'm going to use the black first, so I've got to clean the top of this. Because it's got a big painty treasure on there. Or just in case, maybe.
Your pulls were beautiful, Kirsten. I loved them. I love that sort of thing. They were just...
I loved the second lot of pulls much more than the first lot. The first lot were quite deliberate. The second ones were more sort of bung it on and see what happens. And I loved that result.
Yeah, I posted both links. So
I think that's well more than I need.
The one that I like is, it was a handful of, let me go back and make sure it was just string thread and faux feather tangled all up together, and she covered it in black acrylic paint and threw it down there.
I've got way too much paint on here.
Yeah, you do.
But that's me. I do that. Right.
Yep.
Oh, look.
Sure enough, Mariah.
Yeah, got it on me. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's what she calls them too, Carla. The money plant, or the honesty plant in Western.
It's not called money plant. Not here.
Well, it almost looked like a eucalyptus when you pulled them off.
No,
it wasn't. Yeah.
It's much smaller than that.
Yeah. And now I'm hungry for a salad.
Okay, well, don't eat this, whatever you do. Yeah. I don't know what half these are. That's one reason why I'm wearing gloves, because some of these ferny things in my bucket could be poisonous plants, and I don't want to make a mistake.
And you don't want to let any drop that Rufus eats them.
Yeah.
Kirsten
so I've got them in a bucket.
Yeah. Kirsten says she did more than 50 of the pulls, which I think is what made the tangling so good.
Yeah. I think so too, yes. It's doing lots and lots of pulls. So this is going to be absolutely awful. Okay, warning. This is going to be absolutely awful.
Well, we're learning.
But don't worry about it. No. So we got a piece of tissue. Where's my tissue? Here we are. I've got loads of it all ready. So what you do is, first of all, you get up as much as you can.
Now, Kirsten, feel free to yell in capital letters at any point in time.
Yes, I've missed the top. I know. I'm going to deal with that.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
So this is just pulling up. It's not a print. Not meant to be a print. But you do need to use your fingers, not a baron, because I noticed when Kirsten was doing it, she couldn't have got away with using a baron because it's too lumpy. There's too much bits here. It's just going to tear if you try things like that.
Right, Paula?
There we go. So that's what we've taken off. Okay, we don't need that. We now take everything off and bung it on the side somewhere.
And
I think I've missed it.
If you follow Kirsten, that stuff is still good. You just bunch it up and spread it out.
Yeah,
and
use it again next time. I don't think the moon pennies are going to stand up too much because they do tear quite well.
Look at that.
But it's going to be good for the first go.
Do you know what color to pull off?
Light colours.
Light colors.
I looked at what she was doing and I liked the light colours best. You know, like she was using, she used a lot of colours, Kirsten did. Ugh.
Way to go. That's what Fran likes. Kirsten says, Fran's doing what I did. Just batter them a bit.
Yeah. So I think I've got most of those off.
Wow. That by itself, that's gorgeous.
Just getting the plant matter off because I don't want to get the plant matter in it really. There's another little bit there. Right. So I'm going to pull this with Naples yellow hue. Okay. So this is probably not really ready because this is quite wet still. You know me and my wet paints.
Do you have another one to
I've got another plate but not quite as big.
Well, you got to do something in between, so either stand there and blow on it or get another plate and let's do some little stuff. Just take a handful of that stuff and plop it down.
Yep. Okay, we will do that. Hang on, I've got to grab a tissue. This pollen around here is the tree pollen. Wait, what? High. Just a second. There we are. Just making a horrible noise. So we put more black on here. Let's try it just with that, just to see what happens. And I'm not putting the moon pennies on, although I quite liked what they did.
Thank you for being here. Trish has to go.
Okay.
Okay, this is Kirsten said that for the black, she used Sennelier Abstract Mars Black. It's fast drying.
I haven't got any of that.
Keep it in mind.
Just using what I've got.
I got to write that down because you'll come back and say, what did she say?
That is Crawford and Black acrylic paint. It's £2 from the works. It's the most basic you could think of. So I've got that there. I'm going to get this up again. And I'm going to pull it again. Squidge it down and see what I get up.
Okay.
Now this is a sideways one.
Paula says the Windsor Mars black also dries super quick.
Well, I don't know what this is, but it's
I don't have that either. Look at this. I'm turning the page and writing notes on the back page. All right. We're getting
dear me. I told you didn't have enough.
Can I see that sheet? Can I see that sheet real quick?
It's only got it's the same sheet as I was using before, so it's getting piled up with the black. So
cool.
These are the buds of the laurel. There we go.
Everything I went outside everything I went outside and got to do this was we're still dried. We're not green yet much, and I had dried sedum, and if you pound them on the plate, if you batter them like you did, it turns to dust. So it was too much of a mess. I have to wait for something green to come up.
I did notice when Kirsten was doing it and she had bits on the plate, she was pulling it up with a pair of tweezers, but I just pulled it up with my fingers. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to put this directly on because this looks a lot drier.
Ooh, no, Judy, not you. Judy said something. Ooh, I don't want to say it.
Okay, so let's see what that does. That's with the new thingy. And I need another piece of paper. This is the good paper I got from Hobbycraft.
Kirsten, good idea. Kirsten says those buds that you showed, they should be a stencil.
That's a thought, yeah.
I don't know if she does or not, Judy, but I don't like them, and I have a major fear, total fear of them. I don't even like to say the word. Put the image in my mind. Those creepy crawly things with no legs. Oh, that's cool. That is just.
It's not too bad for a first effort. I wouldn't expect that to be that good until tomorrow, till Wednesday.
Okay, turn it back the other way. Turn it 90 degrees. Now you've got a bird's nest with the birds on top.
Yeah, very likely. Yeah, I'm going to do some more.
Cool. Very cool. Random. Toss it down.
I'm trying to sort of twinkle it up so that it's all making different shapes.
Well, sometimes you're just going to get a pile of, yeah.
And any of them survive?
We're all, just so you know, we're all loving this. Yeah, go ahead and put it down anyway. If you're going to kill it good.
Yep. Certainly try. No, wait. Yeah. Need to put the black down first.
Yeah, you got to put something down first.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So let's take these off. Well, let's try a little bit less black than I did before. Eh?
What about Payne's
Or I could try paint. I was just going to say I could try Payne's Grey. Yeah, just getting it out of my mouth. You got there before me. Let's try Payne's Grey because it's the high flow. So we'll see what happens. Put the high flow down first. I've got some black somewhere.
Now, keep in mind you're on the smaller plate. You don't need as much. Don't make so much work for yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes. I know I've got some black somewhere. I can't see the black. I didn't think about that, did I?
So there you go. Run outside. If you've got any greens or you go for a walk in the forest, go grab some greens and grasses and weeds and whatever that are still green and pliable and toss them down. Yeah, a little bit, Paula. I just went and caught up to make sure. Um, so go grab your greens to toss them down.
Right, what do I do with them? Here they are. They're over here. So I've got one of those down.
And if it's a rainy day and you can't get out to pull greens, then stay in the house and pull out your. Um, okay, Carrie, thank you for being here. Stay in the house and pull
Bye,
out
Carrie.
your spirograph and do some spirographing. Look at that.
I'm trying to get it to cross over and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it now, aren't you?
Well, I hope so. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying.
You got some more pennies up there to put down.
Just gonna pull that off there.
Yeah,
that's enough. I've got some gaps.
Yeah, and you're dealing with a smaller plate than before, so. Paula, you did this technique with onions? Hi, Janice.
Didn't bring much off. Might need a little bit more, but it's made an impression. Let's get the tweezers and pull those little seeds off.
You can already see the yumminess of it.
Now I'm putting my tweezers down sideways so I don't push the tips into the gel plate. So I don't accidentally do that. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think that might work.
Well, I'll tell you, every morning I brush my hair and then I clean my brush out. And every time I clean my brush out, I look at all that wad of hair and I'm thinking, should I throw this down on the gel plate? Oh.
So, Titan Green Pale. Let's try a bit of my favourite Titan Green Pale. See what happens. Let's just move all these out the way so I've got some room for brayering. And I'll remove the big one because I don't have.
Oh, Paula, I was thinking of those kind of onions. I was thinking of green onions, like leeks and.
What did she say? What sort of onions?
She was doing something with the onions. She did onions.
What, like the stems and leaves of onions, or with the cut onion?
I think she was talking about the bigger onions, the larger onions. But now we've got some green onions in there that we could eat them or not, but I could save some of the stems and throw those down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cucumber peels. Oh, my gosh. A whole new world has opened up.
So let's see what this one does. Get another piece of the nice paper.
Carrot tops. Oh. Lettuce leaves.
Now, I would like to ask Kirsten if what she put up was a recorded video that had been edited. I want to know, did she wait until the plate had dried on the first laying down of the black? After she'd taken the plant material off and,
Okay.
Did she wait to put the light colour on for later? Or did she do it immediately? It looked like she did it immediately, but I can't tell whether there was
But it may have been edited, right? She may have edited out the wait time. Yeah. So Kirsten, if you're still, yes, see, the black was dry. She let the black dry.
Aha. Well, I've not been letting the black dry apart from that first one, which I put down to let it dry. What if it is dry? Oh, it's looking possible. It looks dry to me. It's not shiny anymore.
All right.
So we'll have a go with that one in a moment.
Hey, Fran, I think you've nailed it.
No!
Don't fall. Don't fall. Please don't fall.
Falling off onto my plate. It's all right, I saved it. So, pull this one up. God, look at that clean plate. Very nearly a completely clean plate. Well, I think I'll get, it's not bad at all, but I think I'd get better if I let it dry, as Kirsten says.
I love that.
So, the moon pennies.
I want to do this. I want to do this for a journal cover. I love that. Just the journal pages. Thank you, Kirsten, for the
thanks for the idea, Kirsten.
Yeah.
I mean, I did do this before with plant material, but I did it the way Kirsten was doing it on the first one, trying to make a picture with the leaves and flowers and stuff. And it just came out. But seeing Kirsten do it the second time with the munkled up bit and getting such fabulous, fabulous stuff, oh, I couldn't resist. I just loved it so much.
Okay, let me read what Kirsten says here. She says, but my black dried quick due to central heating too, which I have. Fran doesn't. I kept the black layer quite thin, but it was probably about 10 pulls before I got a rhythm going.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah, we know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So we did thin black paint and it dried and then started doing the pulls. Yeah. So quite thin.
So I've got a lot on that one. Something on my brayer. A lumpy noise. Right, let's have another go with these. Try to get some space in between things. And one of these, I think, there. Right, tissue, where's my tissue? My big bit of tissue. I know I've got some carbon black somewhere, but it might be in the fluid acrylic rather than the high flow. Or it might be a heavy body tube for that. Haven't used it very much at all. Oh, it might be in a little one. That's a thought. Yes, it might be in a little one. I've got my caches, but I don't really want to do that.
So here's the thing. I don't recall because it's been a while since I watched Kirsten's video. Here's the thing. You're just using two colors, black and a light color, right?
Yep. Because I'm looking for the patterns and the shapes. I'm not bothered about the color. I just want color to pull it with so I can see what's there. You know?
So at some point you could go you could go like a gradient of 2 or 3 colors.
Well, you could if you want to, but I don't really want to.
Right.
I'm happy doing what I'm doing at the moment.
Doing great.
I'm doing things like that later, but right now I'm quite happy with this.
Yeah. Right. I was just taking notes and it came to my mind. Just wondering. Da, 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 da. Imagine what you could do with compost.
No. Honestly. I think that's a little bit much. Just a little bit. You don't get any nice.
I have nice compost. My compost is that is awesome. It's just mappy. It's just like street mapping.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it so much. There we go. I've seen a piece I need to get out.
About roundabouts. We hate roundabouts.
There we go. That's the only piece I think was there. So we'll put this one down to dry. I think I'm quite liking that. Interesting shapes. Yes. I like that a lot. Yeah. So put that down to
Edgar Allan Poe.
And we'll bring up the Biggie Wiggy, which is now dry. Looks dry anyway. Those fronds are nice. I like those. So, what should we pull it with? I have got a pot
right up, but I'm not sure that there is one.
Well, I'm not sure there is one either.
I love the addition of the pennies. They really pop out.
Yeah, they're quite good, and I quite like the little thingies I put on the second one. I didn't put it on this one. The
little pods.
These things, the flower buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy says this one looks like a professional sketch drawing.
It does a bit, doesn't it? That's what I really liked about it.
This is the very first one that went down, so the plants were fresh. They hadn't been touched yet with paint, or this was the first time they'd been touched.
Yeah, but I thought it wouldn't be as good the first time down. I really didn't.
It's like a forest. That's what Kirsten said.
Yeah. What have I got there? I've got diarrhea yellow. That's too jazzy. What have I got there? Nicolaser, no. Iridescent gold, fine, no. I still think I'm going to be best with something like the something like this. Don't want to spoil it. I think it's going to work best. This or this, one or the other. Pale lemon or Naples yellow hue. I think the Naples yellow. I've got a big pot of it over there somewhere. The Amsterdam, I think.
Paula says Lucas Fern. Too late.
I haven't got that. Wait, I haven't got it. I have got Lucas Krill Beige, but that's quite chalky, isn't it? Now, big sheet. Now, because I'm using that's 12 by 12, I've got this load of papers that I really don't like. So I'm going to use some of these. So there's this top one. Yeah, I'm on it. That's better. This plate has expanded a little bit since it was bought. It's a little bit bigger than 12 by 12. Ho-hum. Whingy little thing.
You got a pen stuck to your hand.
Hey?
Okay, Paula.
Oh, thank you. Pull that bit up.
Hannah says she could doodle at least 3 figures in that of fairy types. I could see that.
Anything in there, can't you?
I
mean, even this where I've gone over and over it, it's got interest in it, hasn't it? Right, let's have a look, see what we might be getting. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Very faint and pale, and so I'm quickly going to put another one on.
Nice big heavy Baron.
Solid glass. Cost me a pretty penny. That's what I want to pull. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, or if I should leave it for a while. I'll have a brief look, but I think I should leave it for a while. I think I'll leave it. I've got a little bit around the edge, but it's not pulling all of it up. I think I need to leave that for a bit. Does Kirsten say whether she had to leave it for a bit to pull it? Looked like she pulled it immediately, but I'm not sure.
She hasn't said yet. Mariah suggests leave it.
Okay.
Let it dry.
I'm just drying this one. I'll let that one dry somewhere else. And I've got a couple of bits I want to pull off.
I think it would be Kirsten. I think she's referring to Lucas Krill fern color.
Who is?
Kirsten asked if that was a paint, that Lucas fern.
I don't know. I don't have it.
I think
it is.
I think she's
someone else mentioned it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But I don't have that. I've got Lucas Krill beige.
Yeah.
But I don't have Lucas Krill fern.
Well, I like it with the yellow
one, isn't it? I think it's a little bit too murky for me. Lucas Krill fern, from what I've seen. I've got a beige here somewhere. Let's see if I can find the beige, and then maybe I can pull it with that. Well, I've got the yellow there. That is not it.
Kirsten said that hers pulled pretty quick, but if I'd have left them longer, they'd have pulled clean probably. So
right.
Leave it be to dry. I agree with. Yeah.
I've got parchment, but I can't find the Lucas Krill beige. I know the top of it. Why can't I find the little funny top of it somewhere? It'll be around somewhere. I'll have to find it for next time. So I've got parchment. I could mix some of this Hansa yellow with parchment, but I'm not keen on the idea. I'd rather use this again, but less of it. So yeah, I'd rather use that again.
Yeah, fix your camera. And Kirsten said she kind of stuck to one or two paints only, so she got to a point where she knew how much paint. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, these are different paints, aren't they? You see.
And you're working.
So it's better. You're quite right. Best to stick to one type of paint or one make of paint at very least. Yeah. Little piece of paper. Ready.
So you're an hour and a half. Your call.
Well, I think we've got some to leave. So I think now would be a good time to stop. But you can have a look at this one. This one has some promise, but only for the next pull from the same lot. Yeah. I put too much on there. You can see that. These are nice. These are delightful. They are showing good promise. I really like this area here, and I really like these pieces here. Look, I can see a rabbit. So yes, there is possibility. There is possibility in this, and I think I'm right in saying that it will be better when we get to the next time. If I keep on doing this and make sure my plant stuff is well and truly grunged up, I think we're going to get some better things. And that's one of my favorite pulls of the
Judy P's light bulbs. Yeah, the vintage bulbs. So all the links will be in the description box after the show if you come back and look for them. Or ask me. I'll be happy to send them to you. That's a beautiful one too. I love that one.
Oh, guess what? I found the beige. Just ducked my head and I can see it in the corner there. Yeah, I've got the Lucas Krill beige here.
Well, you're not done
but
yet.
That bulky one, so it dries quite quickly, I think, from what I've seen of P using it. You know.
Yeah.
I've
Hi,
got
Uda.
down here. You know, I mean, I can do more.
Thank you for all the thumbs up and comments and encouragement. Appreciate it.
So I could do a bit more with that. Let's put some more black down. A little bit of black down. Trying not to put too much down. This is difficult for me. This is a learning curve for me. I'm too good at putting down way too much black. See?
Yep. Well, and you switch plates, so you don't stop and think. You're on
no, I'm good at thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking is somebody else's province, not mine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Mariah. It was just a check-in. If she's on a roll, we leave her be. We just let her go. That's the deal. I have no control. I can't stop her. She holds the buttons.
We can't slap her hands.
No, I can't slap her hands. But I must say,
I think that's a bit too big.
It's beautiful what she's pulling off here. So this is just another plate that she'll prepare, and then it'll be set aside to dry too.
Yeah, it will be. Yes. So we'll only see the beginning.
Yeah, and then we'll probably end the stream there. So again, like I said,
so it's only just one more to pull.
Yeah, it's just one more.
Just one more. Just one cornetto.
Just
one more gel plate.
We like those.
Give it to me. Delicious printing. Ta-dum, ta-dee. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Thingy. Pushy. Come on. There we go.
You just like beating the plate.
Yeah, I like beating up the plates. Beaty, 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 beaty. Now let's see how much we've pulled up. Not a great deal. We'll do a bit more.
So yeah, if anybody else tries this,
I would love to see what you do. If you do,
I would,
please put a link in Makers so we can see how you do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Love to watch that.
One of my favorite things for loving this is because it's so random.
That's the randomness I like. That's the bit I really like. Yeah, there's a bit there.
Yes, she is, Anne.
What? I is what?
You are the art version of the child not wanting to go to bed. Just 5 minutes more.
Yeah, just one more pull. Please, Mummy.
Okay. All right. Look at that. Even that mess that you threw down. It's so random.
Well, that's what I like. That's why I'm trying to random it. I'm trying to not have it in a regular.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's getting difficult to pull up. This one. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
That one should be thrown away because next time it'll come apart.
I can always put some more paint on it and see what happens. Now that can be put away to wait and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm not sure about this. I seem to have got a moon penny in each corner. I think that's a little bit not sure about that at all.
Well, I wondered when you were putting them down, but I let you be. Because they can always be cut off or cut up or whatever.
Yeah, or printed over. Or printed
over. No big deal. Too late. Oh, Judy. Judy said she did rice paper over bleeding tissue paper with leaves and got cool prints. That I would love to see.
Yeah, have you got a video?
Yeah, post in Makers. We would love to see that.
What did she say? Rice paper over tissue?
Over bleeding tissue paper.
Oh, I don't think I've got any of that. The Colour Run stuff. I haven't got any of that. Be interesting to see, though.
So thank you for everyone.
I think that's clean.
Here. We appreciate you. We will be
So
back
we
Wednesday.
need to get nice and manky. Nice and manky. We want it manky. And I'll be throwing away the moon pennies and starting with fresh ones. Unless I can sort of put more acrylic on these and give them a bit more firmness. If they were, perhaps it was because I peeled them. I should have left them.
Yeah.
Some of them still got their outer casings on. And they're usually a bit tougher. A little bit tougher. Oh, there's another bit. Look. No, it isn't. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Right. We'll leave this alone for now. And we will come back another time. I will take off. Look, I'm stopping. Look, I'm actually stopping. Oh, God, look at that.
We got you anyway.
We have patterns. Yeah, look at this. Say bye-bye, dirty hands.
I'm coming back.
Oh, they're so nice, doing that's like peeling off a scab.
I'm back.
Hello.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you, Kirsten, for being here. You made the day. You really did.
And Judy and
I did enjoy Judy's beautiful stencils. I think they're wonderful, especially the small ones. I will have a play with the big ones. I've got bigger plates. You really do need bigger plates for bigger stencils, I think. Like Kerry's is so big it wouldn't fit on here. It has to go onto a big plate. But sometimes you need big stencils and big plates, so you've got lots of stuff to cut up for your journals. All in the same scene. That's brilliant. Anyway, bye-bye to everybody. Thanks to you all for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it. And my special thanks to my dear Igor, without whom I wouldn't be here.
Yes.
Because a number of mistakes I made are mountainous. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. Let me get a bit closer. There we go. Here we go. We're going.